Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Tasha Ahmad Zaidi. I'm a student of Master in Muamalat Administration, Halal Product, and I would like to present my article entitled "A Perspective on Employee Selection," which is a bibliometric analysis. So this is my outline of my presentation today. Okay, next. So this is the abstract. So let's start with the introduction. As we know, COVID-19 pandemic has given significant impact on the recruitment sector of the corporate world. So as we can see at the statistic, youth unemployment rate increased in six of out of 9 economies in the Asia Pacific, rising higher than adult rate. However, as the economy started to recover, the organizational table would have made it necessary to hire fresh personnel to fill the rank, according to the New State Times. But however, in 2023, the lack of qualified candidate is the number one hiring challenge recruiters are facing. According to the McKinsey Global Institute study, companies in Europe and North Africa will need about 16 to 18 million more educated employees that are going to be available. Hence, here we can see that employee selection plays a crucial role in identifying and hiring the most suitable candidate for the job openings. So this article set up to provide a universal overview on employee selection, staff employment and talent acquisition research that carry out across the globe from 2002 to 2022 by utilizing bibliometric analysis. So the objective of the research is to provide a bibliometric review on the literature on employee selection, and also to provide a comprehensive overview of research landscape and identify key themes, theories, and methodologies in the field of employee selections. In this study, we will use BiblioShiny, which is an open source web interface of the Bibliometric 3.0 package of RStudio that will produce a transparent, systematic, and reproducible evaluation process that enhance the literature review quality. So for the literature review, we can see that there are few definition of keywords that I took from the papers. So for recruitment, goal 2007 defined that recruitment is a process to generate a pool of applicants who possess the necessary qualification, skill, and knowledge to fulfill the job requirement. While Aduda Code 2014 emphasized that recruitment is a process of sourcing and acquiring individuals who possess the required experience, knowledge, skill, qualification, and attitude for a job vacancy. So, Pulaka 2005 said that selection is the subsequent process through which organizations determine who will be accepted or rejected for employment. While Otto et al. 2018 said that employment and selection or employee selection are fundamental functions within human resource management. They are distinct processes with specific objectives, while talent acquisition is the process of identifying, attracting, and acquiring skilled individuals to meet organization's current and future talent needs. It is a strategic approach to talent management that focuses on proactively sourcing and selecting the best candidate for specific roles within the organization. So the figure 2 shown was adapted by Rosero et al. In 2020. That illustrate the various steps involved in the talent acquisition process, which provide an understanding on how the selection process is nested with the overall talent acquisition, and demonstrates the progression of stages, including the applicant screening, assessment, interview, verification, and final job offer. Choice and method, as I mentioned in the introduction, the research is a content analysis of identified articles from the online database corpus. and using Bibliometric software, which is Shiny and R Studio, to analyze the keyword co-occurrence, co-citation analysis, and etc. Uh, and also by follow the workflow of bibliometric analysis that was adapted from Adil Masud in 2021. The author also produced a few research questions, including trend in publication, most productive author, and also the themes. So let's move on to bibliometric analysis. At the early stage, the author focus on employee selection, and there are two words that will be used at the search query, and it result 8,343 outcomes. However, most of the outcome of the article are not related to the employee selection. The word become the outcome is wide, because employee can be employee with the characteristic of employee and the selection of the method in the organization and etc. Thus, the author adds similar keywords, which are recruitment and talent acquisition, to focus on the searching. So the final research string used was employee in selection or recruitment and talent acquisition, and it limit to the English only, and exclude the publication year of 2023, because currently the research was on the mid of the 2023, is not so maybe there are more publication on the year. So the search of the Scopus data database returned 41 publication related to the employee in selection or talent acquisition or employee recruitment in various contexts. Research question 1 is trend in publication. As we can see at the table 3, present critical information such as data, document type, document content, author, and author collaboration. So the data, the author include document published between 2002 2022. The application discovered 41 articles, and the average of the number of citation per document was 11.34. As we can see here, there is 101 authors with 7 single author documents. So the bibliometric analysis, as we can see here, there's not much been progress in the number of employee selection and talent acquisition related publication in the first decade, as shown in figure 4. However, in the years 2018 and 2016, the number of publications increased dramatically. The number is projected to increase in 2023, along with the development of artificial intelligence. Figure 4 also indicates the performance of citation from documents that discuss employee selection and talent acquisition. The growth citation of document publication has a positive relationship with the number of documents. The most significant number of citation was generated by publication in 2009 with 151 citation, followed by publication in 2018 with 66 citation. In this research, all documents published in English. So, for the research question 2, which is most relevant author, in this article, we can see that there are five author that successfully produced 2 publication of articles, while another 5 top author that only produced 1 each for each publication. So for the question 3 is theme. So from the R Studio Bibliometric analysis, there are top 10 keywords. They are listed. They are listed in the study, which is the top keywords is talent acquisition with 22.2%, followed by recruitment, which is 16.67%. So as we can see here, there are also artificial intelligence, employment, human resource person, personal competition, competitive advancement, data acquisition, and decision making. So as we can see here, the Shiny
emphasize the thematic maps and co-occurrence of all keywords. So as we can see here at the thematic map, there is data acquisition at the basic theme. Okay, at the basic theme there is data acquisition, which represent the research methodology used to collect data for the studies. The motto themes, which include the topic such as employment, job analysis, personnel selection, personnel competition, merge and acquisition. This suggests that this topic have received significant attention and have been the focus of numerous studies within the field. So, as we can see, the declining and emerging themes seem to refer the economic aspect, indicating a shift of research focus toward understanding talent acquisition and management in the context of current economic situation. This may include the consideration related to AI 4.0 and its impact on talent acquisition. The last quadrant represents the niche theme, which signifies the area of emerging interest in the field. It mentions the gas industry or oil and gas industry, specifically addressing topics such as recruitment strategies, employer preference for certain attributes or characteristics in potential employees, decision-making process within HR, and method for measuring talent characteristics. This niche theme suggests that these areas are gaining attention as new and emerging research topics within talent acquisitions.
So for the conclusion, I would like to state that a quote from Stephen R. Covey that although training and development are important, but recruitment and selection are much more important. As we can see at the finding, there is a lack of publication for employee selection, but and for the improvement, we can say that how the youth can find a stable job nowadays, and what is the best employee selection in the AI technologies. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.